Welcome into the Cowboys Report. I am Tom Downey here with a preview of the first episode of HBO's Hard Knocks as the Dallas Cowboys are set to star. We'll run through the how to watch stuff, some players and storylines to watch as well. But in case you do not know, premieres Tuesday, August 10th, 10 p.m. Eastern Time. I'll let you guys do the time zone changes on your own as needed on HBO. 16th season covering NFL's teams preseason. And it's Dallas's third time on the show, and hopefully will not end up being any type of distraction for this Dallas Cowboys team. And we do know some of the stuff I think we'll end up seeing based on what's happened early in camp, in the Hall of Fame game, etc. But let me know first off here, and I assume there's mostly yeses, but I'm curious. Will you watch Hard Knocks this year? Why for yes and for no? I'm absolutely going to watch it. I cannot wait to get some added insight into this team. I think that's going to end up being valuable for us as fans. Now let's run through some players, or I should say Cowboys, to watch here. Number 10, Mike McCarthy. And you're going, wait, why is Mike McCarthy on here? Mostly to warn you guys. I think Mike McCarthy is going to be pretty damn boring. This is not the most captivating coach on the Cowboys or a crazy personality like, say, even a John Gruden. I think McCarthy's going to be fairly measured and fairly boring. Maybe we'll get lucky. Maybe we'll see him bust out at some point in the offseason, or I should say on Hard Knocks, the whole watermelon thing. But I don't think we're going to get a lot of intrigue here as it relates to McCarthy. So I wanted to mention him because he is the Dallas Cowboys head coach, but I don't think he's going to be one of these stars, if you will. But I want you guys to make your predictions here. Will Mike McCarthy end up smashing a watermelon like he did last season down the stretch for the Cowboys? 1 for yes, he will, or 0 for no, he will not. Number 9, CeeDee Lamb, the wide receiver. I think there's going to be a lot of attention paid from Hard Knocks' perspective about the breakout year, the growth, the highlight reel grabs we've already seen him make in training camp. He's going to be a featured point of that from at least a highlight perspective, and I'm curious to see what kind of personality he shows on the show as well. Number 8, Randy Gregory. I went with Randy over DeMarcus Lawrence. I think both guys pretty good personalities, but I think there's going to be a heavy focus, especially early, on Randy Gregory. He has a normal offseason for the first time, really, in his NFL career. I think the storyline, if you will heavily involve Randy Gregory being in much better shape off the field and being able to contribute in, mind you, a contract year this upcoming season. So I am excited to see Randy and, of course, how he's portrayed. As a reminder, it is a edited show, so there is some creative decision-making that goes into how various players and coaches end up being portrayed. Now let me know in the comment section who you are most excited to see on Hard Knocks this year. Any player, coach, or beyond, who are you most excited to see on Hard Knocks this year? Maybe you're most excited to see the Micah Parsons, Amari Cooper chess match. I think we'll get the chess matches, but we'll see on that front. Number 7, Jalen Smith. And I know not all of you guys love Jalen, and I understand that, but I think he's going to be a very captivating personality. He, of course, has the brand, the Clear Eye View stuff, which, you know, not all of you guys end up liking, but Jalen is a very personable guy. I think that will play very well towards the Hard Knocks cameras. He's wearing the new jersey as well. He is still a starter, I assume, on the defense. He'd been a leader in the past. I think Jalen Smith will be a heavy focus, maybe not necessarily in episode 1, but throughout the episodes here for the Dallas Cowboys on Hard Knocks. Number 6, come on, you knew Zeke was going to be on here. We've already seen some clips briefly of him doing some punt return stuff, which I am convinced was mostly just for Hard Knocks. Zeke's not going to be on punt returns in the season. I think that was absolutely played up for the camera. So I am very excited to see what type of shape Zeke is in. I think we'll get some insight into that. The hype train has been pushed, the Zeke Elliott Redemption Tour, as I've called it. I'm curious how that's portrayed on HBO. Now, spoiler alert, we will get to Dak Prescott later on. We'll see where he's ranked, though. But if you want his jersey, go get one now. chatsports.com/Dak. That link will be in the comment section and in the description. All the different types of official Dak Prescott Nike NFL jerseys are available. Dak signed. He's the new Jordan Brand guy as well. So go get his jersey. He is the Cowboys' present and future, of course, at the quarterback position. It's chatsports.com/Dak. Go get his jersey today at link right there below me, and it's in the comments section and description as well. Number 5, Dan Quinn. And I went with Quinn ahead of Mike McCarthy because I think Quinn is going to be a more intriguing personality for the Hard Knocks cameras. Remember, Dan Quinn's not the head coach, but this is a TV show. They want to have interesting personalities. Boring guys, they're not going to make the cut. I do think Quinn will be the most interesting coach. And we'll go more in depth on the defensive side in general here, but given how bad the Cowboys defense was last year, there is a lot of pressure on Dan Quinn this season. Number 4, the rookie, Kelvin Joseph, a.k.a. Boss Man Fat. This is a perfect Hard Knocks star. I think that's what we could develop and see here out of Kelvin Joseph. I want to see all of the Boss Man Fat. Now remember, guys, you know how I feel about corners. I want my guys to have attitude. I want them to talk trash. We already saw Boss Man Fat do the airplane mode stuff. I think he is going to be a good fit on HBO's Hard Knocks. I am excited to see him, hopefully, of course, play well on the field, but I think his personality and character plays very well to the TV cameras as well. So I'm very excited to see what we get from that perspective as it relates to the Cowboys and Kelvin Joseph in terms of his role on the TV side. And, of course, get to the field stuff later on. If you guys want more Cowboys videos, hit that big red button and subscribe. We've got videos coming out every single day for you guys. So if you want the best Cowboys coverage out there on the internet here on YouTube, all you got to do right now is hit that big red button and subscribe. If you're watching somewhere else for whatever reason, the link is right there, bottom of your screen, youtube.com/CowboysTV. But if you want updates every day sent right to your phone, just subscribe. It's that simple. Number 3, Dak Prescott. And then you can make an argument he should be even higher, and I did think about that one as well. Dak is the quarterback. There is no doubt about it. He's going to be the star. This is Dak Prescott. He's got the injury right now, which we'll get into more in depth later on. Hint, hint. He's the Jordan Brand guy in the NFL. He's going to be a very heavy focal point piece of episode 1 of Hard Knocks and throughout the entire series. It's Dak Prescott, the $40 million man with the injury, coming off the ankle one as well. He is going to be a heavy, heavy focus, but you guys already knew that. So are you glad, and this is an interesting question, I'm curious how you guys vote, are you glad that the Cowboys are on Hard Knocks this year? Why for yes and for no? I understand the concerns about the whole, well, is it going to distract the team? That's valid. I get that. Purely from a fan standpoint, I like getting more insight. That, I think, will prove valuable to us as fans, but I understand the concerns. So no wrong answer is what I'm saying, but I do want to hear your answer. Why for yes and for no? Number 2, the first-round pick, Micah Parsons. His personality, I think you guys are really going to like it. If you were not sold on the Micah Parsons pick, which I understand, I didn't want to go linebacker early, but if you're easily swayed or swayed at all by how a player will act on camera, I think you guys are going to end up liking Micah Parsons. My early prediction here is that Micah Parsons will be one of the premier stars on Hard Knocks this year, and hopefully that ends up leading to him being a star on the field as well. But there's only one number 1. You guys know it's Jerry. Jerry Jones loves the media. He loves the camera. He loves the attention. Jerry Jones is going to be in peak form for the cameras, and I have zero doubts about that. Now, maybe that's a problem as it relates to the organization and team. I get where you might be coming from that perspective, but from HBO's standpoint, Jerry's the best owner to have. He's going to be entertaining. He'll be engaging. He'll say some very strange stuff as well, but I think it'll all work out quite well from Jerry's perspective being on Hard Knocks this year. All right, so let's hit now some of the key camp storylines that I think you'll see early on in Hard Knocks. Number 5, and I know you guys don't like it. It's annoying. We saw that during the opening press conference for the Cowboys. COVID-19 is going to be a thing. So this is your warning that it is going to be mentioned. It'll be discussed on Hard Knocks. There's no way around it. It's going to be the life in the NFL this season. Number 4, the Hall of Fame game. You can even include just general preseason stuff as well. It's not going to be, I think, the most intriguing game because that will have already been broadcasted. The point of Hard Knocks is more of like the behind-the-scenes stuff. It'll be mentioned, it'll be played up, but I don't think it's going to be as impactful as even just general training camp is. I've got my top 3 coming up. Before that, though, what is your number 1 thing that you're watching for on Hard Knocks? Get your votes in for me in the comments section right now. I'm very general with my number 3 note here. That is some early camp insights. Maybe some players who have fared well. Maybe we'll get some meeting room type of stuff, like some discussion on individual players, commentary, stuff like that. I think we might get a better feel for who the coaching staff thinks is impressing in camp beyond just the media reports we get right now. Number 2, and this was going to be number 1 until something happened, that is the new look defense. How does Dan Quinn interact with the players? How is the installation going of the new scheme? That was a major problem last year. Installing the defense was a disaster for the Cowboys in 2020. That cannot be the case in 2021. The defense, simply put, must be better in 2021. If it's not, even as good as the offense might be able to play, it's not going to matter. For the Cowboys to make a deep run, yes, they must be carried by their quarterback, but the defense has to at least be able to contribute. Otherwise, it's going to be more of the same disappointing end results for the Cowboys. At number 1, it is Dak Prescott's injury. That's why I didn't put him as number 1 player to watch. He was going to be number 1 on the storylines list, right? Twofold here. 1, the ankle, which is fine. He was never going to get cut in June. Sorry there, buds. But there's also the shoulder stuff. And I would almost wonder if the Cowboys are just being extra cautious, if only to help play up the storyline on Hard Knocks. I don't think that's the case, but I also can't put it past Jerry either. Dak's had plenty of reps. I don't think this is a major issue right now for the Cowboys. But Dak's injury, both the new shoulder one and the old recovered ankle one, are going to be major storylines. Like, that was the number 1 story around the Cowboys, the injury, and then he got paid. I don't see how that couldn't be the top storyline for the Cowboys, early on at least, of HBO's Hard Knocks. So we'll see what else they bring, HBO does, once the episode premieres.